Good morning, you, beautiful you. Welcome to the LaFrance paradigm, where we learn and share strategies for an impact. This morning's talk, this morning's live, I'm calling Caffeine and Come Ups because I thought it was catchy. I like catchy phrases. But what better way to start your morning than with some caffeine and a come up? Matter of fact, I have the answer to my own question, and that's to just fucking throw your shoes on and hit the ground running, because I've done that a few times, including this morning, and I'm telling you something, man, it works. There's nothing like getting up and just fucking hitting the ground running, and I did that this morning on the boardwalk. Turns out I ran a 6-minute mile. I don't run, okay? These colors don't run. I don't normally run, but being on the boardwalk at the beach and around sunrise and trying to get after it, and then also realizing how great and energized I feel after I just wake up and go run, try it. I think that's best. That's better than my caffeine. If I were to replace caffeine with my caffeine and come up slogan, I would replace it with concrete and come ups. All right, because you gotta wake up, you gotta get out there, you gotta hit the ground running, you gotta get after come ups, whatever they are. All right, and that's isn't that what we're all doing? Trying to go after some type of come up. All right, but today's talk, today's discussion, today's mindset, motivation, staying aligned with our values and calibrating accountability to my goals and being here for you, is actually how I show up and offer service in my life, in my business, how I give back in my life, in my business. I want you to take a moment to ask yourself that question. And there is no right or wrong answer, but consider if you are giving back or showing service in your life and business, how are you doing that? And if you're not, do you want to? And what are some advantages of doing so? All right. For me, man, this is my version of giving back in my life and my business to my community, because I don't think there's anything more valuable than someone showing up and being there for you and contributing and donating, sharing their time and energy with you to listen or help you with something, or to be there for you in some way, whether it's your workforce, these people, your employees, or a loved one that's showing up there for you. All right. Some ways, when I was going through my transition out of the Navy, I was like going through all of life's hardest challenges, probably all at the same time. Transitioning out of the military, 25 to 26 years old, becoming an adult, a mature adult in the adult workforce, in the civilian workforce. So there's a lot of transitions, adjustments to mindsets, culture, expectations, reality, all those kinds of things. And then I was also becoming a father. This is also, although this was the most challenging period of my life, it encompassed the most growth. All right, so it was like, yeah, I got hit back to back for like 4 or 5 years. But during that time, during the hardest times of my life, and probably yours, this is where you get to show up and show your character. And this is why I'm so grateful for my experience, my naval experience, in being a Navy diver and going through the indoctrination of becoming a Navy diver, because some of those beliefs, values show up in my character on a regular basis and don't allow me to give up. They really allow me to see something through until I'm not getting the results that I'm really looking for. And then I know how to pivot. I was a Navy diver, and if you've heard or seen the movie Men of Honor with, Cuba Gooding Jr. and Robert De Niro, there's a line that just resurfaced in my memory the other day. And it was like, the Navy diver is not a fighting man, he's a salvage expert. If it's lost underwater, he finds it. If it's sunk, he brings it up. If it's in the way, he moves it. If he wants to die a hero, he will die 200 feet below the waves, for that is the closest you will ever be to being a hero. Hell, I don't know why anyone would want to be a Navy diver. I'll give me my 12 cookie, right? Like, that's what everybody remembers. Give me my 12 cookie. But let's focus on the first part of that. Navy divers, and then, probably you as well, in some aspect of your role, raid, MOS, or current role in life in your family, there's some aspect or characteristic where if it's lost, you have to find it. That if we've lost our motivation, if we've lost our money, if we've lost our sense of purpose or our will to live, like, we need to find that shit, So I want to help you find that. If it's sunk, let's bring it back up. when I was transitioning out of the military, it was the hardest part of my life. And when I was going through personal development, reading books, participating in workshops, learning about meditation, going to Tony Robbins things, learning how to organize masterminds, being involved in the real estate industry really helped as well. Because with marketing and sales and personal development being such fundamental values of being a successful entrepreneur, having the right mindset to go after it every day and hear 1,000 rejections and get creative with your marketing and connect with your target audience, answer those questions, bridge those gaps, allow people to get to know you, and then also provide a product or service of value according to your terms and values and brand. There's a lot of things that go into that. And when I got out of the Navy, being in this real estate agent space, learning how to evolve and become to reach the level of success I was interested in, I was learning all these tools and these strategies and these workshops. And so for me, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to host masterminds for transitioning military, whether, retiring after 4, 7, or even 30 years, because what I'm noticing consistently since I got out in 2015 is, excuse me, is that these tools are super valuable. When I went through my transition assistance program, oh my gosh, I apologize. When I went through TAPS, when I went through my transition assistance program, tons of tools, tons of resources. But when you're on your journey of personal development and growth, that never ends, okay? Especially when you're trying to grow your sales or grow your team, that stuff never ends. You need to stay aligned. And especially working within a team atmosphere, both military or real estate, you got to make sure that the team is embodying the values and the perspectives and the goals and is on the same program as you. Otherwise, you're looking for, you're on the road to catastrophe or struggle, okay? Dang, I got to close the windows. Virginia Beach don't know how to be quiet when I record. Name that song. Meek Mill. Meek Mill. All right. Oh, no, it might have been East Hood. East Hood. Huss. Huss. All right, so this morning on Caffeine and Come Ups, we've replaced caffeine with concrete because there's nothing like just waking up, hitting the ground running. Not to mention caffeine is an acidic drink, and we want to be living an alkaline lifestyle and diet. But damn, caffeine's so good. Oh, that was hot. Joking on it. All right, so how are you going to give back to your business, and how are you going to give back in your life and business? Is it learning skills and tools and becoming available for your target audience and your community, the people that you're trying to just stay involved with? I like staying involved with veterans and the veteran community, connecting with new veterans. It's great because it's always such a, not a turnover, but there's always new people leaving the military. And there's always new people who have recently left the military who are like, yo, I love this on this side. I know a guy who just retired, EOD dude who just retired. I saw him at the NSOF dinner. And he was like, bro, this side of life is just so different. It's so much better, and it's like, yeah, on this side of life, man, it is what you make it. And I'm really happy for Harry. I hope you get to see this. But yeah, man, get out here, find a way to give back to your service or your community, in your life or in your business. Even if that's, I shouldn't say even if, but when I was living in Connecticut, I wanted to participate in the volunteer fire department because I have that sense of service within me. I want to be providing a sense of service and being out there and doing good things and helping people using the skills that the Navy trained me on. The Navy spent a stupid amount of money training me to become a Navy diver, a salvage expert, a problem solver, both underwater and above water, and handling hose, walking around underwater handling hose. And then so I was like, what can I do with these skills that will still keep me sharp, entertain that sense of service, and still do cool guy shit? And so the fire department was one of those. East Side Fire Department, what's up? Y'all are super cool. Thank you for welcoming me there, bringing me in. And so if you are looking for another way to serve, look into your local emergency response community. Super good group of people, especially if you're a veteran, you're going to fit right in. You know, first responders need veterans and people with critical thinking skills, and we can handle high risk environments. Honestly, just because nobody has been trained to the level that you have, being in the military and being trained and indoctrinated and just eating and sleeping and being that role that you contributed. All right. Another role you might do is, you know, organize and start a nonprofit, or, you know, participate in a fundraising event locally. You know, for me, the best way, this is how I give back, man. Not only do I share mindset tools and strategies, but I'm trying to share the catalyst of real estate. And it's not that hard. If you are able to learn 8 simple steps, 9 simple steps, and practice them, and then just go out there and try and communicate with people, you're going to get results. You're going to find deals, especially if you have money and you have credit. Well, then you can just go buy real estate, and then you don't have to worry about none of that. The biggest starting challenge, the biggest area of entry for people trying to invest in real estate is the whole no money down or using other people's money aspect of real estate. And that is kind of simple to do too. Once you show up and you know your things and you understand how to leverage your resources and your partnerships, and you share the opportunities with people. So another way that I give back to my community, both in my business' life, is just showing up here saying, hey, I like to invest in real estate. If you'd like to learn how to invest in real estate yourself, or partner with me, or some other aspect of real estate investing, hey, here I am. Let's have a conversation. That's how I show up, showing up and just being here for the people who are looking for the answers and the direction and the results. That's how I do it. How do you do it? Comment below. How do you show up? What is your business or your life? And how do you provide service or give back to your business and life with everything that we got going on? Maybe someone in the comments can be here and help you close that next deal. Maybe someone here can help you launch that next six-figure flipping whatever brand that you got going on. All right. It all starts here. It all starts first thing in the morning. You've opened your eyes. Congratulations. You're awake. Now what are you going to do? We get to create everything that we do from the moment that we open our eyes, okay? And it's all about our mindset and our energy and our momentum, all right? If you get going and you start chasing your goals and you're starting to see those results, you feel good. You feel that dopamine. You get that good high, all right? Keep going. The moment our mindset starts to shift, the moment that we're like, oh, I'll hit this pen once. Oh, okay, I'll have one beer. For me, over the last 3 weeks, I've been able to notice when I start to slip and how that has a compounding effect on my momentum that I've built. I have to like rediscover everything and start over when I start slipping. Even with sugar and drinks and not sleeping well or going to bed late, eating late, waking up late, all these different things. It's just fighting an uphill battle. All right. So I don't want you to do that. I do it to myself enough. If you can listen and learn from my mistakes and experiences, make it easier on you and just don't start that stuff. All right. Stay away from the unhealthy disciplines. Stick and gravitate towards the healthy disciplines that are going to contribute, building you up, adding a marble to your mountain of marbles and results that are going to give you compounding positive results and build that momentum so you can show up for your family, so you can show up for your business, so you can show up for your social, and show up for your cause. All right. Make waves. Get out there. Have a great, wonderful day. They say that the rising tide lifts all ships, and courage is contagious. So help me, help you, help your friends. Thank you so much. Take care.